Hi everybody, and this is Scott from the Groomsman Shaves channel. So, it's been a while since I've been here. Got a few days growth. Fayez has been holding up the channel lately kind of by himself. I got something special here today. So what's so special about this white package, right? So, as far as I know, I'm the only other person in the world at the moment who is going to make an unboxing slash shave video other than the owner and creator of Mars Razors, okay? So this is a new upstart razor company. They're making a 3D printed razor that is adjustable. It has 12 inserts. So this is an official unboxing of this thing. So you can see it's just a nice little thin box here. This is a 3D printed razor, okay? It was built with the intention and some design things here. I'll tell you what, Rob, I actually have spoke to the owner quite a bit. He has started his own Facebook group, MarsRazor.com. I think he's stopped selling these at the moment just because, he doesn't want to get too far. So we have this little insert with his vision. Thank you for your purchase of the modular adjustable razor system, where it gets Mars from. Development of Mars started in 2018 and took close to 3 years and over 100 prototypes to complete the first production design. The original idea to make the Mars was quite different than the typical innovation. There was nothing that had all the features I wanted together in one razor. The journey began as more of a dream, but as time went by and other people encouraged me, the dream became reality. I hope you'll enjoy using the razor as much as I do. The key to using the Mars is to find your perfect combination of numbered insert plate and brand of blade to suit your shaving technique. Please visit Mars Shaving on YouTube for videos of the Mars and, of course, Mars website, MarsRazor.com. If you wish to contact me, please do at info@marsrazor.com. Many happy shave, Rob Burns. So I have spoke to Rob about this. I did buy all 10 of the insert plates here. So he's got this nice bubble wrap. Nice little bubble wrap thing. Here are the 10 inserts. Alright, what I can see right now, what's cool about him is he sells them, the razor I think comes with 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And then he sells 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 9 separate. The blade inserts have the degree, 1 being the most mild, 10 the most aggressive. These are 3D printed also, but they have the aggression type adjustment and Roman numeral on there. Like, so that one's 8, okay? So from everything I've seen, I'm not the first to review this because I have seen others with it. I'm one of the first, so I'm like the first to make a video. Others on his website have reviewed it. So like this one is 6. So how you tell as you hold it facing you, V for 5, I for 1, and I'm going to tell you right now, there's no way. 4 seems to be what everyone's talking about as like the it thing. And I'm going to probably go with 4 because I'm not someone who likes overly aggressive things. So this is the 3D printed insert for 4. Okay. I have the 3D printed handle. It's a rather chunky handle. This thing is extremely light. This is 3D printed. You can see there's texture here. It has, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, my initial impressions is this thing looks a lot like it's solid. It doesn't bend, so this thing's pretty stiff. You drop that thing ain't gonna break. It says Mars on the handle here. So I see the ridge here. So my guess is the head goes on here somewhere. I got the head right here. So let's figure this out, because this is a little different. Some assembly is required. So that's why I'm doing it. You know, here's the head of the razor. Again, this says Mars on it. So given that this is the safety bar, very similar to that, you know, anyone who's used a Schick injector or anything knows that there's a bar with, you can see the grooves here for the comb. So I'm going to assume that this razor goes just like that on here. Okay. There's a little screw knob. Oh, okay. See how it comes apart and there's a little bit of play there in that mechanism. So let's go ahead. So you can see here, the blade insert has these little like guides on it. I was trying to figure out what, it looks like there's snap things on it. So I'm assuming what this is do is this slides in to these gaps like this. You know, I should have watched videos on it. And then these probably get thicker as you go up. And that thickness will pull that blade gap away from the bar there, okay? So let me look at this thing. Here's a 10. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. The 10 is much thicker, so as it increases in thickness, it tilts that blade up, increasing the blade gap. Whoa. The only thing I could see maybe being an issue with these little inserts is dropping them down the drain. So make sure you're not near a sink when you're working on it like me, because yeah, that one almost went down the drain. Okay, so how the hell? Okay, something tells me I'm doing that wrong. I am. I put it in backwards like an Nimrod. Okay. So you want these down to your blade like this, where the blade bar is, because it slides in there flat like that. Okay, so now I see. Because I was sitting there going like, well, it's gapped way up here. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, now let's screw this thing in here and see how this exactly works. So yeah, screw in the... I'm kind of curious to how the hell this thing tightens down, because that's got a lot of play in it, so we shall see. Still got a lot of play. Okay, so how it works is it's a pressure cinch, kind of like a C-clamp, so to speak. This head is, you can see it's flat. So it catches in here, and then there's a flat reinforced circle back in here that that metal screw goes against. And does, okay, well, let's get it loaded up with a blade. Now that I see how that goes, there's a little bit of learning curve to it. He has made videos, so that's my own fault for trying to figure this thing out. So I have watched a couple of the videos, I'm not gonna lie. I've been working like 65-hour weeks, hence why you haven't seen me much. Hence why I came up with that thing, kind of, you know, how the channel has changed and all that stuff. So this takes half DE blades. So he says it's for everything and it'll take every blade. So we're going to see. I'm going to put a Repara Platinum Lux in this. So I broke it half. Imagine that. The DE fit, half DE fits perfect in there. I'm going to cinch it down. Tighten that up. Okay, well, that's tight, man. You want to, I mean, this is metal to a plastic. So there you go. Half DE. Feels like a cartridge type razor. I can't tell you, Rob, if it's as smooth as I'm hoping it's going to be. I will be buying another one for my wife when ordering is back available. I think he's working on like the logistics right now. I don't know. I think he's sold like 50 of these or something. I was told that I was one of the first batches sent to the U.S. I know I have mine a day sooner, maybe 2 days sooner than my friend in North Dakota who also bought one. Got my face wetted up here. Heat the razor up. Get my brush wet. I'm going with a really soft, just Body Shop aloe soap today. And the reason for that is I'm trying to use my soaps up, man. I got so many of them that I feel like if I don't focus on one soap, I ain't gonna get rid of them. So this thing is really, I mean, that's more than enough soap already for my face. That's really wet. So I'm focusing all my effort on using one soap at a time. Put a little bit of water in the bowl here. Work it. Into a lather. And we will give this thing its first go. I'm told it works good on thick hair. So I figured I was gonna work on growing all kinds of whiskers on this boy when I first knew it was finally gonna ship. I ordered about, I think 3 weeks ago or something like that. Just got it. Alright. So, here's to Rob and the Mars Razor. First impressions coming up. Alright. So one thing with this not being a DE, obviously you can't flip it, so that involves a little bit more rinsing. But it gives you the intuitive angle here. Yeah, so number 4 is ultra smooth. I will say typically with this much day's growth, without me knocking it down, unless I use an open comb, I get a ton of drag typically from a double DE, and this thing is really smooth. And you can see that it's a little concave there. So the reason that that's concave, I might as well show you. Look, push it up against your nose. And you can use it like this. And it gets up there around your nose, alright? So, well, I mean, something tells me I should try different. 4 is really smooth, for sure. So, what do you guys think? I mean, DE, at least on the first pass, gets a little bit closer. Not much. No, that's interesting. It's a really smooth razor. So you know what I'm gonna do? I do my 2 passes right now with the 4 on this side, and then something tells me I should do a 10. I might regret that statement. You guys have seen me pans out before, but I'm curious to how close a shave this can get on a 2 pass. Because I only shave 2 pass. This thing is super mild. There's no blade feel at all to this. I'd say it, but this is even easier than using a freaking cartridge razor. So I can see why there was hundreds of prototypes. So if you're looking to do a quick job, 2 pass, very easy. Okay, so it didn't get quite as close in 2 passes, but this razor is so mild that, I mean, I'm not one to do more than 2 passes, but my guess is cross the grain maybe. All right, let's take. Pretty close. It's not BBS, but I mean, for 3 passes and being able to do it just like that with no glide, I mean, easy glide. Yeah, why not? So to take out, I undid it, and I just kind of put my thumb in here and popped it out, and that shot a little bit, but the hell with it. I'm gonna do a 10. That thing was super mild at 4, so yeah, I mean, I might be a pansy when it comes to aggressiveness, but I can definitely do more than that, that's for sure. So here we go. So again, you put the brown parts towards the bar there. Throw the... Yeah, no, that's got a blade gap. I might regret this decision. We might be going back to 4. But hey, it's all in the name of science, right? So, yeah, that's not exactly comfortable. It's not horrible. It has, it's really efficient on 10. Look at that. It definitely, with this many days grow, has the tug of a DE for sure at this point. With as much growth, because there's a ton of more blade exposure. What would I compare that to? Trying to think of what razor. A lot of people, I mean, I feel like it's more aggressive on 10 than if you were to take like a slim and turn it all the way up to 9 or whatever. It's definitely more aggressive than that. It is, what would I say it's like? What razor? Yeah, it's very much like an old open comb. That's, that's a good comparison. Like an old type open comb, it's definitely on the aggressive scale of that. Which, to some people, they're not aggressive. Well, to me, they are. So my buddy Fayez on a 10 plate, he'd be in heaven with this thing. It's a great razor. Let's see in 2 pass. Oh shit, caught myself. Oops, excuse my language. Oh, maybe I didn't cut myself. Sure felt like I did. Yep, I cut myself right here. Told you. I knew I did. I felt it as soon as I did it. Well, so base plate 10, not my thing. Obviously too high. 4, so smooth that it didn't even do it. So I'm guessing I'm maybe a 6 or something. I'm somewhere in there. So my first impressions with the razor. It is ridiculously smooth. So it's light, but light razors to me, I don't really care. I'm not a proponent that's like, oh, it's got to be heavy. I don't really care either way. Actually, I don't like overly heavy razors. So I got myself here and here. So I got 2 nicks with a 10 plate. With a 4 plate, I got nothing. And I did 3 passes. I covered 5 or 6 passes. So, am I glad I purchased the razor? Yeah. I can't speak to what in the future price wise this thing's going to be. I don't know. It wasn't overly expensive, and that's part of the reason why it's 3D printed, is to try to keep the price of this down. Do keep in mind, he's a startup. He's a small guy. He's the owner and designer, inventor of this Mars razor. So, he's a small outfit. Even Rex Ambassador. Rex is not a giant company. Yes, Matt owns it, sure. He has a few employees, but he doesn't have like 1 million employees or anything, Not like some of the Chinese ones over there turning out who knows how many razors for these things, Where there's a factory of 150 people turning out razors. So, he's slow on making them, little batches, 1 at a time kind of thing, or a few at a time, and shipping them out. So the market on these, keep in mind that, the price, I think is going to be somewhere around $50-$55 or something, with having it being shipped to the U.S. Because there was some like early adopter, people and stuff, and I'm one of them. So, great razor. I'm going to put the 4 plate back in here because it does good enough, and it's ultra smooth. And I have a little birdie says $10. My wife steals this from me because it's super smooth. It's super light. It's a longer handle, which she will like. The angle is there. So I'm going to load this up for her and go set it over there in the shower. And the other great thing about this thing being plastic, other than the metal screw, which is probably stainless. I don't have a magnet in here to test. And if it's not to say I couldn't find a stainless thing to put in it. It isn't going to rust with like some DE things do here. So I'm going to just tighten that down. Go put that in the shower for my wife. So, she can have my other razor that I just got. Because, I only have 230 of them now. So no big deal, right? What's one more? So, I appreciate you all being here. It's been a while. I hope you all have been classy. And if you have yet to subscribe to the channel, please do. So the 10 on a 2 pass is actually not as smooth as the 4 on a 3 pass. So what would I recommend? Obviously do the 4 3 times, because I didn't nick myself, and the 4 is smoother with 2 passes, or 3, which was down, up, and width. So cut the crap out of my chin with the 10 too. So, you know, maybe you could achieve something better with 10, but why suffer when you can live the Mars lifestyle with a 4, right? Thank you for joining me on the Groomsman channel. If you've yet to subscribe, please do. We are looking to continue to grow. We have 3 other guys that are going to be contributing soon, I hope, to our channel, give a different perspective to everything. And remember, it's all in the name of science. And with my slow time coming up, I can guarantee that you're going to be seeing some more content from me. All right? I have some new razors too to show you guys. So thank you. Matter of fact, I have a new Australian set that'll be here soon. I have a rare Argentina Monotech set that I have yet to show. Got all kinds of stuff. So thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen, and stay classy.